Awaken with me. Hello. If you're wondering what those noises are, they are the noises I make while I'm just finishing off my morning yoga session. The pose I'm in at the moment is called Inquisitive Jackal, and I'm essentially standing on one leg. The other leg is pointing straight up in the air, and I'm making circles with my arms in one direction while my hands go in the other direction, and my feet are going in a completely different direction. And yoga is something that you will find yourself becoming increasingly interested in as your spiritual awakening blossoms. My wife, Dorothy, for example, absolutely hated yoga 10 years ago, but after her own spiritual awakening, which happened in a tent with one of her friends, she became much more interested in yoga, bending this way and that, loosening up, and she's got so good at it, she's even invented her own poses. One of these poses is called Deaf Sally, and this is where Dorothy lies on her back, gets her ankles up by her head, and then plugs her big toes into her ears. And she often makes the joke that the reason she likes this pose is that she can't hear what I'm saying. Anyway, let me just right myself, so I'll put my hands back in the right place. Make sure my feet are pointing the right way. And now then, let's complete your spiritual awakening. In this installment, we're going to open your third eye. Now, a lot of people get confused about third eyes, so let me just clarify what they are and what they aren't, because there are a lot of people who are scared of the idea of opening their third eye in case they literally end up with a physical eye in the middle of their forehead like a cyclops. And obviously they're worried about getting funny looks. They dread things like having to go to the opticians and get a special pair of glasses made. Look, calm down. That's not going to happen. Simply put, a third eye is a hole. Okay? Not a physical hole. We've all seen those. But this is a hole that exists on a spiritual level, like a portal. And rather than seeing things in the physical world with your physical eyes, your third eye is not so much about seeing, rather than sensing. Your third eye is really about intuition. In fact, I should have just said that from the beginning. You'll be more intuitive. There, that's it. Once your third eye is open, you'll be more sensitive to what people are really thinking, and what you're really thinking, even what animals are really thinking. I once went to the local zoo, and I saw a gorilla sitting up a tree. And because my third eye was open, I could sense what that gorilla was thinking. And I just had a powerful sense that the gorilla was saying to himself, "I want to get out of here," over and over again. And then I read in the paper the next day that the gorilla had tried to escape. It had hit one of the zookeepers over the head with its drinking bowl and jumped over the fence. And the other keepers had shot it with one of those sleeping darts and dragged it back in. And I remember just feeling really pleased, as it was a clear sign that my third eye, my intuitive eye, was fully focused. Now, in the past, it would take a long time to open your third eye. You would have to meditate, often for years, and do all sorts of crazy initiations to try and crank it open. But in this fast-paced world of ready meals and internet banking, I'm aware that people simply don't have time for that. So I'm going to speed up the process for you and blast your third eye open really wide. So sit back now. You know the score. Close the eyes, that's it. Imagine they are like two garage doors made out of skin, and you're lowering them to the ground and closing them tight. And I want you to picture yourself, wherever you like actually, It's completely up to you. This is like your last day at school where you can wear what you like, so pick a peaceful place that feels right to you. Maybe in a park or in somebody's garden if you've got permission from them. Maybe just on some sand, wherever you like. And you see me now setting up a special machine. Now, at a glance, it looks like a microwave with a pipe coming out of it and a suction cup on the end of the pipe. This is what I'm going to use to open your third eye. Rest assured, it's not a microwave. I know it looks like one, but it's actually petrol-driven. And as you sit back, I'm just going to plonk the suction cup in the middle of your forehead. There we go. And before I turn it on, what I want you to do is imagine your heart is connected to the middle of your forehead with a silver thread. And light is beginning to pulse out of your heart, up the thread, and up to that spot between your eyes. Okay, right, fingers crossed. Let's turn on the eye blaster. We're up and running, and you feel a powerful surge of energy, like a spiral of brilliant bright light, spinning around in the middle of your forehead, faster and faster. You know the way water goes down a plug hole? A bit like that, but it's a dazzling light in your head, and the faster it spins around, the more in touch with your feelings you become. You become much more sensitive to everything. To sounds, and smells, and touch, and taste. And the light gets really bright now. And I'm going to pull the suction cup off in a second. And when I do, I want you to imagine that light blasting out of the middle of your head like a massive laser beam. Okay? Right, here we go. I should be wearing gloves for this. I'm pulling the suction cup off now. And the light blasts out from between your eyes. It's shining like a torch. And not your basic torch, but one of those heavy-duty ones that take those really big square batteries. And as the light beams out, you can sense your third eye opening. It's opening. I can see it. It's lovely. Right, let me just turn this machine off. And you feel lighter now. So much more aware of your potential as a soul on this earth. You feel more connected with everything. Not just your own emotions, but absolutely everything else. Everything from a wasp to a middle-aged greengrocer. You feel an affinity to all, because your third eye is now open. And on the count of 3, you're going to open your eyes. And as you do, so your spiritual awakening will be complete. 1, 2. It's been fun, hasn't it? I hope you've enjoyed it. 3. Open your eyes. You've done it. You have achieved your spiritual awakening. So, how does it feel? Of course, your first reaction might almost be one of disappointment. You know, if you've ever planned a birthday party and you've been really looking forward to it, but on the night the venue tell you that you can't have the room you booked, and you end up having a blazing row with the manager, and then one of the guests you've invited, who you're secretly attracted to, turns up with somebody else, and it really ruins the party and you feel pretty deflated. I mean, that's probably not the best comparison, but the point is, your awakening might not be as amazing as you thought it would be. My advice to you here is simply to be patient, please. Just give it time, goodness me. Just quickly, I know some people wonder if when they've opened their third eye, if it's always open. Well, as you get more experienced, you'll realise that you can open and close your third eye whenever you like. I think of mine a bit like a bedroom window. I'll often have it open in the day, but I'll usually close it at night. But that's my personal choice, and it's mainly because I remember the story about a man who fell asleep in the jungle and a spider crawled into his bed and laid eggs in his ears. And I know it's rational, but I just don't want a spider laying eggs in my third eye if I can help it. So I tend to keep it shut at night. But now that you're awakened, your future is one you can really look forward to. You'll see everything differently now, and you'll begin to have much deeper, more meaningful experiences. You'll have your own stories about gorillas. So I leave you now to begin your journey as an awakened one. And I don't want any thanks. I guess a couple of nice comments wouldn't hurt, but I'm not in this for the glory. I wish you, like I wish everyone I encounter, a life filled with peace, love, and light. Namaste. Who's that? Hello, Crystal's Massage.
Hello. I was wondering if I could book a massage.
Yes, of course. Can I take a name, please?
Yes, it's Peter Rogers. Oh, and it's definitely Crystal giving the massage, isn't it?
No, I use crystals during the massage. It's not a woman called Crystal.
Oh, I see. Well, I've obviously got confused.
Peter, this is Dr. Giles Poden.
Hello there, Giles. How are you?
I'm good, yes. I believe you went swimming with Dorothy the other day.
Yes, well, it was nothing really, just a quick dip.
Oh, right. It's funny because she didn't take her swimming costume with her.
Oh, really?
No. And what did you do for towels?
Well, by chance, I happened to have a couple of spare towels in the boot.
Oh, of course, yeah, as you do.
It was a spur-of-the-moment thing. I mean, honestly, Giles, we just happened to be driving past a nice blue lake. It was a sunny day, so yeah, we just plopped in.
Let me tell you something, Peter. I've got a 7-foot-tall brother, okay? He's called Leonard, and he likes crushing things.
Right.
And if I hear you've gone plopping in any more lakes with my wife, I'm going to introduce you to Leonard. Do you understand?
Honestly, Giles, I swear we went just swimming.
I said, do you understand, Peter?
Yes.
Good. Anyway, you can't have a crystal massage. We're fully booked. Bye-bye. Oh, that felt good. I think I'll take Dorothy to dinner. Dorothy? Dorothy? Awaken with me.